She's the wrong Alice.
Give her a chance.
Dorothy? Stop.
So guys, we are reacting to Alice in Wonderland, by the way, and I'm in a journey of reacting to Alice in Wonderland trilogies. So guys, if you love this movie, please leave a like to this video and make sure to tell me in the comments what you think about Alice in Wonderland, because as you can see, everybody knows in Alice in Wonderland they're gonna be shrinking scene and also giantess girl's transformation. So I'm really excited to know the full story, and as you can see, after reacting to this movie, we are going to react to the next movie, which is actually the sequel of Alice in Wonderland, which is called Alice Through the Looking Glass. So guys, if you want to support the channel, please subscribe, leave a like to this video, and tell me your thoughts on the comment section about this movie, because I really want to know your thoughts about this movie, because it's actually classic and I'm really excited to watch it again. So guys, if you're actually really curious to see all this transformation and Alice's imagination in general, you can tell me in the comments so that we can have kind of like a discussion on this movie. So yeah, you can tell me in the comments though.
The strange creatures.
What kind of creatures?
Well, there's a dodo bird, a rabbit in a waistcoat.
Okay, so I didn't realize like Alice had imagination since she was a kid, which is actually crazy, because I thought like, okay, Alice has this kind of like imagination after turning 19, but just by the movie here, we are seeing like Alice always had this kind of like imagination about the rabbit, about the mouse, and all those stuff, which are actually related to Wonderland since she was a kid. So to me, it's actually like really like mind blown. Like, okay, so this character had always had imagination since she was a kid. So it's actually like different, because I only thought that Alice had imagination after turning 19, maybe that's why those imagination came to life. But I didn't realize that she used to have those imaginations since she was a kid, which is actually crazy and insane. You can tell me in the comments what you think though. By the way, I already forgot, if you want to watch my other channel, especially the videos, you can go and subscribe, or if you can, you're gonna find the link of my second channel on my main channel description. Go there, you're gonna find different links of different channels, so if you want to support, you can go and subscribe.
Can't be bothered with your fancy rabbit now. I'm waiting for my fiancé.
You have a fiance?
Okay, first, this is a white party, right? You can see people are wearing like white and blue, like colors which are so bright. It's actually cool, because as you can see, the environment is actually so like chilling, because as you can see the sky, you see a lot of vegetation, we have walls which are covered with different leaves. It's okay, and we have these, we saw like something was moving in the bushes. So do you mean to tell me that was a rabbit? You're not an old fan. You were kissing. No, you were cheating, which is actually crazy. What the hell? I didn't expect to see people cheat in this Alice in Wonderland. Okay, that is actually scary. The hole that Alice fell down is actually so scary, because one wrong move, you can hit something and then you will be no more, which is crazy. And now Alice is actually in a different room, landing in this room, which is actually different, and I bet this is a room that she's going to experience Giantess Ghost transformation. And you know what, as a creator who actually likes movies and Giantess character, this scene is actually special and amazing. So guys, I want you guys to see this scene, which is actually amazing, because as you can see, Alice is going to be introduced by this new potion that's going to shrink her down, and then be introduced again with this eat me cake that she's going to eat, and then it's going to transform her into a Giantess character. By the way, I watched the actual like behind the scenes where like they had to shoot this scene from a small room so that Alice can look like a gigantic like character, which is actually insane and amazing. So I'm really curious to see what's going on. I bet all those doors are like pathway of different wonderlands or maybe worlds and stuff, because as you can see, Alice is trying to open the doors of different like in this room, and all those doors are really like closed and they can't even open, and just one tiny door was able to open, and that door was so tiny that Alice can't even go through it. Now I get it. So Alice had to drink that potion to shrink down into miniature size so that she can be able to pass in that tiny door. Now I'm actually understanding the concept, which is actually amazing. So now you've been shrinking down into tiny. It means now you can pass from that tiny door, which is actually crazy. The issue is, I'm actually thinking right now, like, okay, so Alice, now you're passing in this tiny door, which is actually normal and cool. Okay, this is actually weird because Alice left the key on top of the door while trying to shrink down, and now she has to transform into a Giantess character so that she can be able to take that key and then be able to open that tiny door, which is actually crazy. And this scene is actually crazy, and actually I'm learning something from this movie. So it means first you have to take the key and then shrink down. Okay, is she going to experience Giantess transformation? Because if that is gonna happen, I'm here for it. Like, I'm actually a big fan of seeing Giantess transformation. I didn't expect to see like a Giantess transformation can be like so rapid and fast, because you can see Alice now is like gigantic and the room is actually small, which is cool. So now you have the key. So now I think you have to drink it again so that you can be tiny, so that you can be able to pass in that tiny door and be introduced with this new wonderland or maybe world, which is actually cool. I like the concept, like the concept of like Alice had to first experience shrinking first, and then after becoming miniature, she has to become a Giantess character so that she can be able to take the key and then shrink herself down into tiny size again, so that she can be able to take the key and then open the door and then be introduced in this new world, which is actually different. And why some of the places in Wonderland tends to look so weird. It's like there's no vegetation, it's so weird. I like the way they tend to use different costume of different characters that tend to make the characters look so unique. So that to me is actually an amazing way to introduce different characters. This is crazy because that house, it tends to have like these two fans, like windmills and stuff, which is actually weird because as you can see, this place is actually surrounded by a lot of fog and smoke, and I think it's night. And now since Alice is actually tiny in size, she is being introduced with this new character who's, I don't know the name of the character, but I can say Johnny Depp, who's actually tends to welcome Alice like, hey, welcome, and guess what, since you now are tiny, but I need to keep you, or maybe to make sure you're safe, so take this, drink this so that you can become tiny, and then be able to take you and put you inside a pot, because as you can see, there's an army, an evil army with this evil general who are trying to cause harm, which is actually crazy. And this scene is actually crazy. I like the way they use this, like the soldiers. It's like part of bats and stuff, which is actually cool. I like the way this movie, especially this scene, was made.
Tell me what Red Queen has done.
It's not a pretty story.
Tell me anyway.
Yes, the queen is actually evil. He has like a lot of she has a lot of army, and the general is actually looking so weird. And I was watching like the actual like behind the scenes, the way they tend to use the general like to be like the general to be tall. It was so scary because they had to wear something that can make her tall, and this is why they tend to show this character like this queen, or I can say the Red Queen, who is so evil. She is playing golf using a flamingo as the stick, which is actually scary and insane.
You.
No, it isn't the wrong Alice.
Wrong Alice, what the hell? We tried to follow you. It's your fault. Yes, you placed the cake so that I can eat it and become a giantess character, and you put the drink so that I can drink it and become a miniature size. And then while that was happening, you were staring in the like key place where you're gonna see me.
Stop!
First, if you're going to watch Alice in Wonderland, you need to see, like, you need to realize that they're going to be Giantess transformation like 2 times, because as you can see, the funny part is when Alice was in that tiny room, she experienced shrinking transformation, right? But I didn't realize that she experienced shrinking twice, because first she shrink down in terms of opening the door, and later she shrink again so that they can take the keys, which is actually cool, and had only one Giantess transformation inside the room. But I didn't realize there's going to be another Giantess transformation which was happening in the Queen's castle. All I can say is that. So to me, that scene was actually classic and amazing, and I really love it, because we're not going just to be we're not going to see just one Giantess transformation, but two Giantess transformation, and then 2 shrinking scene, which is actually amazing.
It's hard to study dominion over living things. Me. How does she seem to you? Perfectly hot.
Why are you cooking like fingers? This princess, Ice Princess, is cooking fingers. Or maybe are you trying to create like a magic potion or something? Because I can't even understand. By the way, I forgot to say this is actually Giantess, because as you can see now, the princesses look normal, but the character Alice tend to look like Giantess in figure. So as you can see now, maybe she's making a potion so that she can transform her into normal, or maybe tiny, which is crazy. But the way the potion is made, even spit, you're spitting on the potion, and then you're taking these fingers of dead people so that you can be able to create that potion. It's really crazy. Okay, I don't know, I don't understand in like a magical like way that in order for you to create this magic potion, you have to use things which are so gross, like fingers, which is actually insane. and also spit. I know after the magic potion has already been done, it shrink Alice into normal size. I get it, it worked. But the issue is the ingredients that they had to use in terms of like creating that magic potion so that it can work. It's actually crazy. So you can see that is actually insane, and I'm wondering, like, I think it will be so bad and strange if you had to be Alice, because now Alice, since you were a kid, you used to have this kind of like imagination about different worlds and stuff, and now you already reached like 19 and have been introduced into this new world. And the issue is not about like, we are seeing Alice being introduced in this Wonderland since she was a kid. So it means she used to go to that Wonderland when she was a kid and then try to talk to her dad, like, hey, you know what? I'm having imagination about A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And the dad say, oh, you know, those maybe are dreams and stuff, so it's not real. And now, Alice, because now he's grown up, he's almost like 19 years old, and he's deciding like, you know what, I'm going to explore the Wonderland to see what's going on. And she's able now to meet different creatures. But at that time, when she was a kid, she didn't have time to explore, because as you can see, she was a kid and she was so vulnerable. And as you can see here, in this new world, we have different villains. So what if that villain decide to like come after a tiny, like small Alice, like young Alice? That can be so dangerous.
You think you can blink those pretty little eyes, and I'll melt just like Mommy and Daddy did.
Okay, so these queens are actually sisters or something, or siblings or something? What the hell? So they're having like this like conflict or wars, and now this Red Queen summoned this Jabberwocky, who's like a gigantic dragon or something, or a different beast, which is actually crazy and insane. So now they're gonna use Alice to fight this creature or beast or something, which is actually crazy. And let's see, because yesterday I was watching one of the movie which is like Godzilla, and it was so crazy and insane. So let's see, I'm really curious to see this Jabberwocky. Is he a dragon, or maybe a creature or something? Because you can see he is cocooning. I can say cocoon. Okay, it's a dragon. It is a dragon.
And if you believe it.
Okay, now Alice, you have to fight this gigantic creature who is actually so scary. How can you fight it? You have a blade and a shield. So if it's going to work, you have to work so hard, which is actually crazy. And the issue is, the creature has no eyes, so it tends to look so scary. It's not cool. Just by seeing this scene, the creature is able to destroy different trees. How can you say like you're gonna be able to defeat this? It's insane. It's insane. Damn, it's crazy. Have you watched like House of Dragons, where like there's a lot of dragons? This is actually another form of a dragon, but these look like villainish and evil and strange. So now she's going to fight this creature, and I don't know how it's gonna work.
Take your breath.
We meet on the battlefield once.
We've never met.
Not you, insignificant.
What the hell are you saying? So this dragon can talk. Okay, that's actually crazy. It's crazy. How can you be able? Ooh, okay, now you pissed the creature off, and now I told you. Yes, okay, but since that creature is in your imagination, you can be able to transform into a Giantess character or any being that you want, so that you can kick his ass. Is that like you can, and you can spit even like lightning?
Thanks. I can slay the Jabberwocky.
You know, this is actually crazy because just imagine when you're asleep and then you tend to have this imagination and then you're being transported in that imagination, what you're imagining, fighting different creatures. Actually, it's kind of insane. It's like when you're having a dream of you becoming like a superhero and then had to fight these different aliens and stuff. It's actually crazy because even though you can die, you can die in general, but I'm actually not sure if in this Wonderland, if you die in real life. So it's crazy. And it reminds me from one of the scenes of what is called that animation, that cartoon, which where like a kid was being told a story, and then because the kid had magic, when the story was happening, she was imagining like those things will happen, and all those things were happening, which was so crazy. So to me, that is actually crazy. Being able to see Alice living in this imaginary world, which to her is actually real, and then to be able even to slay this gigantic dragon who's actually evil. It's insane. It's insane. So maybe, does Alice have like these magic powers that what if she can be able to travel in different worlds and realms? Because if there's a Wonderland, it means there's other worlds which are actually different. And when I say this, I started remembering like when Alice was inside this like small room that is filled with doors, which had like doors and stuff. It means all those doors were different pathways of different worlds. So it means Wonderland was only after you go through a small door. What if other doors tend to be used, like Alice was able to open one of the big doors and then be introduced in this new world? I don't know. We have a new, like another sequel of Alice Through the Looking Glass. We are going to see what's going on about it. Or maybe the story is going to be based on that, or I don't know, but I'm really curious to see new scenes. But yeah.
You'd consider becoming an apprentice with the company.
Okay, so we are in like a medieval era because there's tens of sheep, or maybe like 1800s or something, because I think they tend to use that kind of vibe, like 1800s where like male wear suits while ladies wear these cool gowns and stuff, which is crazy. So guys, if you're watching this video and you're a big fan of Alice in Wonderland, tell me in the comments, make sure to subscribe. Yes, leave a like to this video though, because I want you to show you another, like how Alice is actually portrayed when she is actually in the Wonderland. Because as you can see, Alice is being portrayed in the real world as a normal kid, 19-year-old kid who's actually trying to be a good example, while in Wonderland she tends to be like this savior or a knight or something, which is actually cool.